Hi guys, today I'm going to be making a tier list. I know not every item is here. That will be part of another video, so stay tuned for that one. But we're gonna get started with these items here. So the first item is the stone sword. Stone sword is a very good item, especially for early game. You can force shot your enemies if they don't have armor, and if they do get leather, sharp 1 will let you kill a leather armored person in 5 shots. Next item is the iron counterpart of the sword. Iron sword, it's a bit costly, but especially with the diamond sword being nerfed, there's a great alternative to the diamond sword. There's not much difference in interactions between a sharpened iron sword and a diamond sword. I wouldn't say as good as the stone sword. I'll put it in the A tier, 1 tier below it. Because of the addition of the armory, diamond sword really took a huge nerf. The price of it is now sort of like 4 M's and 4 diamonds, which could be spent on like a generator and armor buff, so it's really not a good item anymore. Next is the emerald sword. I would say this isn't really practical to buy. So you could die and lose it, and it's usually only used in endgame, so I'm gonna put it in the F tier. Now I've got all the swords done. Let's move on to the next items. So here we have balloons. Balloons, definitely instant S tier for me. They can clutch games, and if you get knocked off, it's basically a free life. Light armor is also S tier for me. It's really good early game, gives you 30% protection for just the price of 50 iron. We have the latest price change, and if you have warrior, it's only 45 iron. It really changes a lot of interactions and can help you turn games around. Iron armor is also a great armor set. It gives double the protection for only 120 iron. Iron armor is definitely a great item, but it's not as good as leather. I would say it's sort of with iron sword, maybe a little bit better than it, since iron armor is permanent and iron sword isn't. Diamond armor is a good item, but I don't think it's that practical. I would rather spend it on balloons or getting a sword, so diamond armor is gonna be C tier for me. Next is emerald armor. It has a lot of defense, but it's not much better than diamond armor, and you won't really get to use it much since it costs 40 emeralds, so I'm gonna put it in the G tier. Now we're going to be moving on to the 3 tools in Bedwars. I haven't listed diamond, iron, stone variants, and I've only listed Shears, Pickaxe, and X, so there's more about which one you should upgrade first. Shears is a great tool for destroying wool. It can help you break wool in 2 hits rather than 5, but I wouldn't get Shears before getting an X, so I'm going to be putting it in the B tier. Pickaxe isn't actually a really good tool cause it's only used for breaking stone or obsidian, so unless your opponent has one of these 2 defenses, it's not worth spending your iron on. Last but not least, we have the axe. Axe is a great tool. It's going in the S tier for me. Axes can help destroy bits quicker and can also help with breaking wooden defenses if your opponent has one. So for that reason, I'm putting it in the S tier. Next is wool. Instant S tier as well. It's the block you always buy to bridge and can also be used to make an easy bit defense. Wood is a good defense as well. However, it does cost a bit more iron, and usually since your opponent will get an axe, it's not that good of a defense. Stone bricks are really good, force your opponent to spend iron on a pickaxe, and they also take quite long to break, even if your opponent has a good pickaxe. So I'm putting it in the A tier. Obsidian is a good block, but it costs a lot of emeralds, and by the time you have those emeralds, it's usually close to bit break, deathmatch, so you won't have a bit to protect anyway. Blastproof ceramic is a bit expensive, but it can protect your bit against TNT, so I'm putting it beside wood planks. That's all the items I have here today put into a tier list. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.